What if I told you that the one thing you complain about today is something you once prayed for? Think about that for a second. The job you feel tired of. The house that feels small. The life that feels ordinary. There was a time when you wanted exactly what you have right now. So what changed? The answer might surprise you. And by the end of this video, you may never look at your life the same way again. We live in a world that constantly tells us Dante Abinog. Social media shows us bigger houses, better bodies, faster cars, happier couples, and luxury vacations. It creates a silent pressure. You scroll for 5 minutes, and suddenly your perfectly normal life feels like it's missing something. But here's the truth most people never realize. The problem is not what you have. The problem is what you focus on. Gratitude changes everything. I remember a story about a man who complained every day. He hated his job. He complained about traffic. He was frustrated about bills, and he felt unlucky compared to his friends. One day, he met an old friend from school. That friend had lost his father at a young age, worked 2 jobs to support his family, and still smiled like life was a gift. When asked how he stayed positive, he said something simple. Every morning I wake up and say thank you for one thing. Just one. It trains my mind. That sentence hit like a wake-up call, because most of us wake up and instantly check our phones. We check emails, news, notifications. We start our day reacting instead of appreciating. We focus on problems before we even get out of bed. But imagine starting your day differently. Imagine opening your eyes and saying, thank you for another day. That one small shift changes your mental direction. It's like steering a car. A tiny turn at the beginning of the road leads to a completely different destination. Gratitude is not about pretending your life is perfect. It's not about ignoring pain or acting like problems don't exist. It's about choosing to see what is still good, even when life is hard. And that choice has power. There was a study where 2 groups of people were asked to write things down daily. One group wrote complaints and daily frustrations. The other group wrote 3 things they were grateful for. After a few weeks, the gratitude group reported better sleep, more happiness, and even fewer physical symptoms of stress. Same lives, same world, different focus. Your brain is like a spotlight. It shines wherever you aim it. If you aim it at what's missing, life feels empty. If you aim it at what's present, life feels full. Let me ask you something honestly. When was the last time you truly appreciated your health? Not perfect health, just the ability to breathe without thinking. To walk, to see, to hear your favorite song. Millions of people around the world would trade everything to have what you casually experience every day. There's a powerful moment in life that changes people forever. It's usually not success. It's not money. It's loss. When someone loses something important, suddenly they realize its value. But gratitude allows you to feel that value without losing it first. Think about your parents, your siblings, your friends, or even that one person who checks on you when you're quiet. Have you ever told them you're grateful for them? Or do you assume they already know? Gratitude unspoken is opportunity wasted. And here's something interesting. Gratitude doesn't only change how you feel. It changes how people feel around you. When you thank someone sincerely, you give them value. You tell them they matter. That builds stronger relationships, deeper trust, and real connection. If you're enjoying this message so far and you want more stories like this, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It helps the channel grow, and it tells me you want more content that actually adds value to your life. Now let's go deeper. There was a time in my life when nothing seemed to go right. Plans failed, opportunities slipped away. I felt stuck, and during that period, someone gave me a simple challenge. Write down 5 things every night that went right. At first, it felt forced. Some days the only thing I could write was I had a good cup of coffee. But slowly, my list grew. A kind message, a peaceful walk, a small win at work. I started noticing things I had ignored for years. Gratitude sharpens awareness, and awareness changes experience. Most people are waiting for a big moment to feel thankful. A promotion, a relationship, a big achievement. But if you only wait for big events, you'll miss 90% of your life. Life is mostly small moments. The sunlight through your window, a quiet morning, a laugh with a friend, a meal on the table. Let me tell you about a woman who lost her job unexpectedly. She was angry, scared, and embarrassed. For weeks, she focused on the unfairness of it. Then one day, instead of complaining, she wrote down what she still had: skills, time, family support, health. That shift gave her clarity. She started learning new things, building connections, and eventually found a better opportunity than before. Did gratitude magically fix everything? No. But it gave her the mindset to move forward instead of staying stuck. Gratitude doesn't remove challenges. It gives you strength to handle them. In a world that constantly pushes comparison, gratitude brings you back to yourself. Comparison says, "Look what they have." Gratitude says, "Look what I have." Comparison steals joy. Gratitude protects it. Have you ever noticed how some people with very little seem happier than those with everything? It's not because they have no problems. It's because they appreciate what they have instead of obsessing over what they don't. And here's something powerful. Gratitude rewires your brain. When you consistently focus on positive experiences, your brain creates stronger neural pathways for optimism. Over time, positivity becomes more natural. It becomes your default reaction instead of negativity. Imagine walking into a room and instead of judging everything that's wrong, you notice what's beautiful. Imagine facing a setback and instead of saying, "Why me?" you ask, "What can this teach me?" That mindset changes your entire story. Let's make this practical. Starting tonight, before you sleep, think of 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be dramatic. Maybe you had a safe drive home. Maybe someone smiled at you. Maybe you learned something new. Feel it for a few seconds. Don't rush it. Let the appreciation sink in. And when you wake up tomorrow, before touching your phone, say thank you for one simple thing. Just one. Do this for 7 days. Watch how your mood shifts. Watch how your reactions change. Gratitude also reduces fear. When you focus on what you have, you stop living in constant anxiety about losing everything. You feel grounded, secure, present. There's a quote often connected to Oprah Winfrey that says, "Be thankful for what you have. You'll end up having more." Whether you know her story from poverty to global success or not, the message is clear. Appreciation attracts peace, and peace attracts progress. Think about the last time someone truly thanked you. Remember how it felt? That warmth, that recognition. Now imagine giving that feeling to others more often. A simple "I appreciate" you can repair tension, strengthen bonds, and even change someone's day. Gratitude is contagious. When you practice it, people around you start noticing their blessings too. There was an elderly man in a hospital who smiled at every nurse who entered his room. When asked why he was so positive despite his illness, he said, "Every extra day is a gift." That perspective is powerful. Many of us treat days like guarantees. They are not. They are gifts. When you start seeing time as a gift, you waste less of it. You argue less. You forgive faster. You love deeper. Gratitude also protects your mental health. It slows down Instead of replaying what went wrong, you replay what went right. It shifts your internal dialogue from criticism to appreciation. And let's be honest, life will never be perfect. There will always be bills to pay, goals to chase, problems to solve. But while you're building your future, don't forget to appreciate your present. Because one day, today will be a memory, and you'll realize it wasn't as bad as you thought. At Englishshortandstories, the goal is simple: to share short stories and messages that remind you of what truly matters. And if this message made you pause, even for a second, then it's already doing its job. Before this video ends, I want you to think about one person you're grateful for but haven't told yet. After watching, send them a message. It doesn't have to be long, just honest. Watch how it changes the energy between you. Gratitude is not weakness. It's strength. It takes strength to focus on light in a world that highlights darkness. It takes maturity to appreciate what you have while still working for more. You can be ambitious and grateful at the same time. You can chase big dreams while loving your current life. Gratitude doesn't stop growth. It fuels Italiano. Imagine living a life where you sleep peacefully because you focus on blessings instead of burdens. Imagine waking up excited, not because everything is perfect, but because you choose to see the good. That life is available to you. Not tomorrow, not after success. Right now. So tonight, instead of scrolling endlessly, take a moment. Look around. Notice something you usually ignore. Say thank you for it. Feel it deeply. And if this message spoke to you, write in the comments one thing you're grateful for today. It can be simple. It can be small. But say it. Let's fill the comment section with gratitude and positive energy. And don't forget to share this video with someone who might need this reminder. Sometimes one message can change someone's entire day. Gratitude changes everything. It changes how you see. It changes how you feel. It changes how you live. And maybe, just maybe, the life you've been waiting for is the one you're already living.